Welcome to today's game of Let's Go Elks. Your Lady Elks will be playing against Valley Sander Pirates today. Wayne will be here to announce the game, but he's just finishing up his class at school. So umpires are here, just not in the field yet, and we will get started here momentarily.
Now I'm going to jinx myself. You watch.
I can see the old guy.
Yeah. The ball hits me. Last week I got hit. That's great. You watching that game, huh? Blue Ridge. I got hit. I got my mask out, my glasses. The nose piece just flattened out. So hard. Right?
You can't tell him that.
I gave up 20 years ago.
Still alive.
Here we go, coach.
That's right.
What is it? What is he
All right, welcome out to the game today between your Round Valley Elks and Valley Sanders Pirates. Get underway in just a minute. Your Elks are coming off a tough varsity loss yesterday, 2-0. The Snowflake JV won their game 8-0. So reversal in fortunes there. Looks like we have Ryan Harmeal pitching today with Taisley Newman behind the mound. Autumn Webster, Kyler Penrod, Kelsey Walker, and Ruth Wilbank around the diamond. And it looks like we have Cassie Elmer, I believe, and Skylar Hebner and Bentley Finch in the outfield for Round Valley to start off with. Morning.
How are you?
Good.
How you doing?
Good. All right, up to bat first for Sanders is number 5. I'll see if I can get a list of names. Joel, does she have a roster for me for them? No, do you have a roster for them? First in ball. Thanks, Joel. Ball in, strike on the inside corner, 1-1 to Begay. Swing and strike 2. As Begay took one, swung and one outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 right down the middle. Begay looks at that one go by for the first out of the game. Roan up to bat, no Joni Roan to bat for the Pirates. Low, ball 1. Strike, foul ball. As Roan hit that straight down, 1-1. Strike 2, swinging. That's 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Batter was already heading off. Strike 3, swinging. Nice pitch by Ryan on the inside corner. 2 outs and 2 strikeouts for Ryan. Bring up Swats. Swinging strike one. That's chasing one low. Strike two, swinging. She's went around on the bunt. Strike three, throw down to first for the out. So 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts for Harmil in the first inning.
Need your help at this reunion. I want to go back to chicken and potatoes and biscuits.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We might have to find a place to hide to cook it.
Depends on the weather. That is true.
You know,
That is true.
when we get close enough, we'll.
But I've got a 2-burner stove I can cook a couple of them on. So if we have those.
Well, I've got. I don't have. I got a gas stove too. I just think that's.
How you doing, kiddo?
Good.
Good.
Get you and me and all that gallon.
Yeah. Yeah, I got this and I've got all the dad's stuff coming.
Yeah, I've got a couple kind of. Not the big ones, but the kind of medium size.
Yeah. And I think I got 13 altogether. So.
Oh, okay. And the thinking, like the charcoal.
Yeah.
You know, that couple big bags.
Yep. And if you stack them on top of each other, it doesn't take as much.
Yeah. What's that one thing called? Tornado or
All the little tornadoes, you put them in there. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I got one someplace, I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to dad either.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Anyway, I'll talk to Alan.
All right.
And we want to do the chicken legs, or we want to do a side and put it together? Or?
We can do separate. We can do sides and legs both, but not together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or we can do some chicken breast too.
Yeah.
If they come on sale again.
Yep. I'm sure they will before that. And that I just have to. And Joe will let me know about that one. What happened? Joe will let me know.
Okay.
On sale, so that's not a problem. All right. Lead us off for the Elks is Ryan Harmil, first batter. Harmil down the line, but foul. As they're going to have to wait on the pitches. Same spot, foul again. 0-2 to Harmil. High fly. Shortstop calls for it and drops it. So Ryan is in the second. Brings up Kelsey Walker, Ryan on second. Inside, Ryan goes third on the high inside pitch as the ball gets by catcher. High ball 2. 2-0 to Kelsey with Ryan on third base. Right in the gap between third and short for a single. Walker's going to go to second on the air, though. And maybe the third on the air. Yep. Walker will be on the third on the single and two base there with Ryan scoring. Brings up Ariola. Carla up to bat with Walker on third. High ball one. Foul ball down third base line. Like I said, after yesterday, a little more speed yesterday, and they were behind. Today we're ahead because of the difference in speed. High line drive to center field. One hop the fence. Ariola will be in the second with a double, and Walker will score. So 2-0. Brings up Autumn Webster. Inside. Ball gets by catcher. Ariola the third. On the wild pitch. 1-0 to Webster. Inside. Ball two. Outside, 3-0. Webster foul. Down the third base line. Like everybody else, the 1 or 2 strikes, they figure out, slow it down a little bit. Count 3-1 to Autumn. High fly. Foul. Third baseman's underneath it, calls for it, and makes the catch for the first out. Webster retired, 1 out. Brings up Kyler Penrod. Carla's still at third. Inside. Ball one. High, ball two. Pitching for the Pirates is Swats. Ball three, also high. 3-0. Kyler swings and misses that pitch. 3-1. Ball four, high. Kyler goes down to first on the walk. Goes to second as no one's throwing the ball. So Kyler advances to second on the indifference. Brings up Ruth Wilbank. 1 out, 2 on. 2 in for the Round Valley. High, ball one. Doing a little better job today, holding off on that high pitch. Yesterday it seemed like we were swinging at all those. Strike. Ariola comes home on the pass ball. And will score. Penrod on the third. 1-1 the count. fouls off third base. 1 and 2 to Ruth. High and outside, 2 and 2. Chop was down third base, but just fouled at the last minute. Count remains 2 and 2. Another one down left, again foul. Ruth lays off the high one, full count. Kyler at first. 3-0 count, 3-0 for the Elks here in the bottom of the first with 1 out. Takes one low, ball 4. Ruth walks to first, and I bet she'll be going to second as well. She will. And gets in on second as second baseman drops the ball. Penrod comes in for 4-0 lead. Brings up Skylar Hebner. High fly by Hebner and missed by the left fielder. Ruth will score on the play. Hebner should be in the third. And she'll stop there at third. Brings up Bren Finch. Bren Finch playing right field for us today. Down the line, foul. Strike down the middle, 0-2 to Brent. There's still 1 out. Hebner on third. Strike 3 swinging as Brentley goes down on that one. Brings up Taisley Newman with 2 outs now. Hebner at third. Taisley and Rockus one down third base as well, but again foul. One line in the gap, be at least a double. Taze is going to go to third. It's going to be close and throw off. So double and then, oh, maybe, yes. So double and comes home on the air. So 7-0. Brings Harmeal back up, started the top of the lineup with 2 outs. Ryan up to bat. Foul down third base line. Hits it fair, that one. That will be at least a double as left fielder kicks it into the corner. And it will be a double for Ryan on that line drive down the left field line. Walker up to bat. High fly. It looks like it could be in the gap. Yes, it's going to drop. Walker's around second and stops at third. Ryan will score. So 8-0. Brings up Carla. Foul down the left field line. Our fans down the left field line are getting a lot of work chasing foul balls. Line drive over third baseman's head. Brings another one with the single. Go to second on the throw over pitcher's head. Walker will walk in. Brings up Autumn. Webster up to bat now with Carla at second, 9-0. Hits it hard and deep, but way foul. Ball low, 1-1. Strike two down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Autumn. Hit in the gap between third and short for a single. Brings Ariola in, 10-0. Still in the bottom of the first. Kyler Penrod up with Webster on first. Foul ball as Penrod drives that one into the ground. High fly right to pitch. Pitch is calling for it and catches it for the third out of the inning. Elks scored 10 in the first. After one complete inning, 10-0.
yelled at a lot by Grand Valley fans, especially her.
All right, Ryan's still on the mound, pitching for the Elks. Defensive alignment stays the same for Round Valley. Brings up Letitia Begay for the Pirates. First pitch to Letitia, a little high, ball one. Strike down the middle, 1-1. Strike two, inside corner by Ryan. Begay watching. Outside and high, 2-2. You wouldn't caught that. Strike three down the middle. Begay watches it go by. First out. 4 straight strikeouts for Ryan. Start this game. Brings up Dylan Spencer to bat. One out, no on, one on for the Pirates. Low ball one. Outside, 2-0. Little number, toward pitcher. Ryan picks it up, throws it away. Error on the play. So Spencer gets on. Nice backup by Finch out in right field to stop that from going past. And runner moving up. The no hitter is still in effect. Just no perfect game. All right, Cadence Spencer up bat. Strike down the middle by Harmeal. Strike two. Spencer swings through that one down the middle. So 0-2 to Cadence Spencer. Little number towards second base. Picks up, flip to first for the one out. So 2 outs now with Dylan Spencer on at second. Gary Yazzie steps up to the plate. 2 outs, 1 on. Strike down the middle. Strike, another one, perfect pitch right down the middle for strike 2. 0-2 the count to Yazzie. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Ryan sets down Yazzie. Spencer remained left at second. So after the inning and a half, 10-0. Boys will play at home tomorrow against Morenci, so if you're around, come and watch the boys play against Morenci tomorrow afternoon. Girls will be heading to the Valley to play in a tournament Thursday and Friday. Should be a good tournament. A lot of tough teams at this tournament down there. And then back in action next week as well. So next week, St. John's here on the Wednesday. And then Joe City here on Thursday. And then Tombstone away on Saturday. So 3 games in 4 days, all tough games, I believe.
Yeah.
Wilbank up to bat. Lead off the second inning. Nice hit by Wilbank in the gap. One hopper to the fence. Wilbank second, round second, on her way to third. She's going to make it a third with the triple. Triple for Ruth on. Nice hit in the gap between left and center. Abner up to bat. Inside. Wilbank will come home on the pass ball. 11 to nothing. Ball 1 to Hebner.
I know. It's like a train coming at me.
Outside, 2-0. Foul ball just creeped there. Foul. It went over the base. 2 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2, 2-2 to Skylar. Foul ball. It's that third. Third baseman picks it up, throws it to first, and safe as first baseman pulled her foot off trying to make that catch. So Hebner on at first. On there by the third baseman. Brent Fitch up to bat. Ball 1, and Hebner goes down to second, no throw. Finch, little pop over shortstop, will be falling for a base hit. Finch will go into second, and Hebner will score. $12 to nothing. Taisley Newman up. High drive, left field. Left fielder underneath it and misses it. Finch will score. And Newman in the third on the play. Armiel comes up to bat. Top of the lineup. First pitch to Ryan. Line drive. Right at and gone. Two-run home run for Ryan Harmeal. She hits a line drive over the left field fence. Nice hit by Ryan. (15-0) as the first five batters for the Elks here in the second have scored. Kelsey Walker up. No outs, no on. Lets the high one go. 1-0. Foul ball. 1-1 to Kelsey. Kelsey line drive, left fielder, and hits the bottom of the fence. Walker at least into second, and runs around second. Throw, and out at third as he tries to stretch that double into a triple. Out at third. One out. Carla up. Strike inside. High fly towards center field. Center field comes in and off her glove. Ariola will go into second on the error. Autumn up, steps in the batter's box with one out. Carla at second. Inside, ball one. Out at second as Carla leaves early. 2 outs. Autumn hits one toward left field. Left field's in and hits in front of her for a single. Kyler up to bat with 2 outs. Webster on first. High, ball one. Inside, ball 2 to Penrod. It's one in the gap and drops in front of the center fielder for a single. Webster on to third. First and third, 2 outs. Inside, ball 1 to Ruth. Ruth hits it towards short. Off short's glove for an error. Webster will score. And Penrod into third. Wilbank remains at first. Hebner up to bat. Hebner laces a foul. Strike 2, but the ball hits off catcher, and Penrod will score and Ruth down a second, so 0-2 to Skyler. Another foul ball by Skyler. High. Ruth on to third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hebner batting. Behind her on that pitch, 2-2. Line shot in the gap. Left fielder. And Hebner stands into second. Ruth will score 17-0. Brennan Fitzmatten. Inside. Hebner goes to third. No throw. Foul ball. Nice stop by Taze in the on-deck circle. 1-1. Hit the third. Third base picks up, throws it home, but safe. As Skyler beats the tag on that fielder's choice. Newman up. And Finch on first. Third out as Finch leaves early on the play. So 18-0 after 2 complete for your Lady Elks. Saw the fielders will remain the same. As we have Finch, Hebner, and Elmer in the outfield. Booth, Walker, Penrod, and Webster around the diamond. Armiel pitching, and Taisley will be catching. Leading off for the Pirates. Top of the third will be Michaela Damon. Outside, ball 1. Strike. Knee-high fastball. Strike swinging. So, as that was a strike, whether she swung or not. So 1-2. Strike 3. Another pitch down through the middle. Ryan pitching. Off-speed pitch there. So Damon strikes out. Brings up Miranda Joe. Strike 1. Joe looks at that pitch go by. Strike 2, onside corner. Strike 3, looking. That's 3 straight by Ryan went by, and Joe stood and watched all 3 of them. Brings up top of the lineup in McKay. Nia Begay. Strike. By Ryan. High, but swinging by Begay, strike 2. As he chased that one high up out of the strike zone. 0-2. Strike 3. And the dirt. Taisley picks it up and throws her out at first base. So three strikeouts in the inning for Harmeal. That give her 8 on the game. We head to the bottom of the third, 19-0. Tazy will be up to bat to start the inning as she was up in the batter's box when Finch left early. And of course that's by design. Once Round Valley gets a big lead, a lot of times they'll have the runner lead off. It wasn't that Bren wanted to lead off, as she was told to lead off early, so just listen to coaches.
Yeah, he does.
All right, looks like Kinsley Crick is up for Newman here as we start the bottom of the third. Ken's pitch hit. Ken's hits from the right field. It's going to drop in there for a single. Ken's with the single. 2 up to bat. High, ball 1. High ball 2. Crick will go down to second on the wild pitch. Strike 1 to Webb. 2 balls, 1 strike to Oceana. Swings a little ahead of that pitch, 2-2. She's ahead on the pitch.
Go, Chew.
Strike 3. Swings at a high pitch, first out. Zoe Hamlin up to bat. Zoe lets the first one go in the dirt, ball 1. And Crick on the third on the wild pitch. High ball 2. Good eye by Zoe. Behind her with the pitch. And Crick will score on the wild pitch. 20-0. Zoe swings and misses. Strike 1. 3-1 the count. Hamlin tips that one back. Count goes full. High. Zoe walks to first. Cassie Elmer up. Hits it hits the stop by third baseman, flips it to first, but second baseman's not standing on the base, so she's safe. So Zoe's at second, and Cassie's at first, brings up Harper Hamlin. Harper lets the first one go high. Down low, ball 2. Harper works the count 2-0. High, ball 3.
Good eye. Way to lay off it.
3-0 to Harper. Strike 1. Harper ahead and count 3 balls, 1 strike. And that one hits her. Dead ball. She'll be bruised. Kyler Penrod steps in, bases loaded, 1 out. And looks like Zoe left early, so out on the play. No pitch. 2 outs. Runners on. Penrod hits it down third, foul. Line drive left.
She stepped out of the batter's box.
And Penrod stepped out of the batter's box, so she's out. So that'll be 3 out.
Yes. Yes. Re-enter everybody.
You know she runs the show. You know.
Huh? I know.
So it looks like all the replacements will be re-entering. So back way we were. Ryan still pitching. Autumn at first. Penrod at Kyler at second. Kelsey at short. And Ruth at third. Cassidy, Skylar, and Brandon in the outfield. And Taisley catching. Like we probably have a change at catcher. I think Bren Finch is going in to catch. Yep, Finch is going in to catch, and Newman going to right field. Roan pitches, batting, and swings at the first pitch. Fouls it off, 0-2. Strike 3 down the middle. Roan takes that one looking. Strikeout number 9 for Harmeal. Swats up to bat for the Pirates. Swing and strike 1. Strike 2 swinging. Hits the third. Ruth picks it up. Throw to first for the out. 2 outs. 1 hopper to Wiltbank at third. Strong throw to Autumn at first for the out. Begay up to bat. Letitia. Strike 1. Strike two, right down the middle. As Big A watches them go by. Strike three, swinging for the third out of the inning. So, ball game, 20-4 at the end. So Elks win 20-4 after 3.5. That'll be the final. Back in action. Lady Elks will be back in action on Thursday at 4 p.m. as we journey to Phoenix for a tournament in the Hot Valley Sun. We're supposed to be 104, 105 this weekend. Should be nice. We'll see you there.